You are listening to Mission Audio's production of Letters from Hawaii by Mark Twain. This book is read by Robin Field. This audio recording was produced in 2015 by Mission Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Mission Audio. Please visit booksinaudio.com to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Mark Twain's Letters from Hawaii, first published as Letters to the Sacramento Union in 1866. 1. On board steamer Ajax, Honolulu, Hawaiian Islands, March 18, 1866. Climatic. We arrived here today at noon, and while I spent an hour or so talking, the other passengers exhausted all the lodging accommodations of Honolulu. So I must remain on board the ship tonight. It is very warm in the stateroom. No air enters the ports. Therefore have dressed in a way which seems best calculated to suit the exigencies of the case. A description of this dress is not necessary. I may observe, however, that I bought the chief article of it at Ward's. There are a good many mosquitoes around tonight, and they are rather troublesome. But it is a source of unalloyed satisfaction to me to know that the 2 millions I sat down on a minute ago will never sing again. Sea-going outfit. I will bunch the first 4 or 5 days of my log of this voyage and make up a few paragraphs therefrom. We backed out from San Francisco at 4 p.m., all full, some full of tender regrets for severed associations, others full of buoyant anticipations of a pleasant voyage and a revivifying change of scene, and yet others full of schemes for extending their business relations and making larger profits. The balance were full of whiskey, all except Brown. Brown had had a couple of peanuts for lunch, and therefore one could not say he was full of whiskey, solely, without shamefully transcending the limits of truth. Our little band of passengers were as well and thoughtfully cared for by the friends they left weeping upon the wharf as ever were any similar party of pilgrims. The traveling outfit conferred upon me began with a naval uniform, continued with a case of wine, a small assortment of medicinal liquors and brandy, several boxes of cigars, a bunch of matches, a fine-tooth comb, and a cake of soap, and ended with a pair of socks. N.B. I gave the soap to Brown, who bit into it, and then shook his head and said that, as a general thing, he liked to prospect curious foreign dishes and find out what they were like, but he couldn't go that, and threw it overboard. This outfit is a fair sample of what our friends did for all of us. 3 of our passengers, old sea captains, whalers, Captain Cuttle, Captain Phelps, and Captain Fitch, fictitious names, had bought 8 gallons of whiskey, and their friends sent them 11 gallons more. N.B., owing to headwinds and a rough sea, this outfit did not hold out. The 19 gallons were ample for the proposed 8-day voyage, but we were out upwards of 10 days, you see. The whalers were all dry and unhappy this morning. Making sail. Leaving all care and trouble and business behind in the city, now swinging gently around the hills and passing house by house and street by street out of view, we swept down through the Golden Gate,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?